In this video, we will discuss about how the dendritic cell initiate adaptive immune response, and another thing that we will discuss about inflammation. So let us start with uh, the dendritic cells. So in infected tissue, the dendritic cells takes up the antigen of the pathogen with the help of macropinosome, and initiated and this step is initiated when macropinosome detects the pathogen, and after this dendritic cell takes the pathogen from the in the infected tissue from the pathogen. Uh, moves with the help of it moves with the help of afferent lymphatic into the regional lymph node, and where it becomes from immature to mature dendritic cell, or we can say antigen presenting cells. And what does in when it reaches to the uh, lymph node, it activates the naive lymphocytes that we have discussed in previous videos, that it activates the T cells. And how this T cells enters into this uh, lymph nodes. They entered into the lymph nodes with the help of HEV, that is high endothelial venule. It brings the naive lymph node from the blood vessels into the from blood vessels into the uh, this regional lymph node lesion, and when they come in contact with the mature dendritic cells or antigen presenting cells, they get activated. And then when the T cell gets activated, it can do its function, that is to kill the pathogens that are present in the infected tissue. And in this slide, it is somewhat connected to the previous slides, but the main topic of this slide is inflammation. The whenever inflammation, that is whenever a person got injured, most of the time they experience inflammation at the site of injury. So why this happens? So let us start with the basics. That is, when the macrophage detects any kind of bacteria, it releases two kind of things. One is chemokines and another is cytokines. What cytokines does is, cytokines makes the tissue nearby more permeable, so that protein and fluids can enter into the tissue from the blood vessels. And these chemokines, what these chemokines does is, chemokines attracts the neutrophils to come near to the site of injury, so that they can perform the repair functions. So both of this released when the macrophage uh, detects bacteria. So this is after the first figure shows the release of chemokines and cytokines when bacteria is detected by macrophage. The second figure shows what happens after these chemicals are released. This protein and fluids can come because of the release of cytokines, and these neutrophils and monocytes come to the site of blood vessels, uh, because of the chemokines. And at the same time, the stickiness of the endothelial cells, that is represented by the pink layer, is also changed, so that it can attract the neutrophil. It can attach the neutrophils first and then monocytes, and they can come in the infected tissue and perform their function to kill the or to repair the injury, or to kill any kind of bacteria or pathogens. In the third figure, it is shown that the neutrophil has able to enter. Neutrophil enters first in this case, and then the monocyte enters. And the pain that usually a person observe at the site of injury is because of the accumulation of neutrophil monocytes at the site of injury, and that cause the redness pain that has been usually observed at the site of injury by many uh, patients. So that's all for this video. Thank you for your time.